What's a cold, harsh fact you've come to realize?
That not everyone you form a bond with in life is meant to stick around forever.
I way overestimated my intelligence and importance growing up.
After losing a parent, I'm very aware of my own and others' mortality.
Sometimes your best isn't good enough.
You can only help a person so much until they gotta help themselves. It's not that the world is out to get you. It just doesn't care.
That I'm just mediocre, at best. People tend to judge themselves by their intent and others by their actions. Time passes, and you run out of it quick.
People do not care how much effort you put into something. They only care about the end result. Loyalty to your employer means nothing. People in power lie about all kinds of shit all the time. There isn't all that much we can do
about it. No one cares.
Bad things happen to good people.
Life isn't fair and the universe doesn't give a shit about you or your feelings. Most famous people aren't worth idolizing. That this little piggy went to the market probably does not mean he got to go shopping. I might actually be an idiot.
Following your dreams can fail miserably. HR is not there to protect you. They're there to protect the company. You may have a best friend, but you might not be their best friend.
It's something adults always say.
But life isn't fair.
At the end of the day, the people who take advantage over others are almost always going to be the most successful if they
get away with it.
The world is perfectly content with you dying in a cold ditch. No matter how hard you try, how hard you fight,
how hard you work,
you can still fail and be unsuccessful. Hard work doesn't mean you will be successful. People mostly just wait for their turn to talk, they only rarely listen to you.
My obesity is my own fault.
The process of healing will never truly end. Good work is rewarded with more work.
A significant proportion of people are simply irredeemable assholes.
Karma does not exist. Too many evil scumbags, living long lives. My parents are getting older and that scares me. I'm not ready for them to go.
I would gladly give them some years off my life so they can stay with us a little longer.
I'm not the young spring chicken anymore. Getting her old.
Most of the time, you're given a shit hand to begin with, and very few chances to change it. Things don't even out.
We aren't in it together. That making friends is super hard as an adult. You're stuck with yourself for the rest of your life, no one else. So you'd better like it. Society cares more about how something makes them feel instead of the fact of the situation.
You might outlive your friends and family, or they might outlive you.
If you're doing something right, nobody ever notices. It's only when you screw up that people notice. Some people won't change, no matter how much you wish they would.
Justice is not blind.
That I'm going to die alone and no one is going to care.
I've long since given up trying.
Let it end. I am not a good trader in the stock market. Not everyone is going to like me. Not my fault, though.
I am not as nice as I thought.
Parents aren't perfect.
You need to watch your own back because no one else has your back.
Even the best of friends will eventually backstab you if the need for it arises.
People are selfish and cliquish.
My bald spot is here to stay.
That things don't happen for a reason. Random shit happens and you deal with it. Then. Bad decisions don't necessarily look bad when you make them, but prove to be only after some time. If you are looking for someone to blame for your problems, look in the mirror. If you want a solution to your problems, look in the mirror. America, your boss doesn't care about you. Your government really doesn't care about you. Family isn't always there for you. Sometimes you have to either go it alone or make a DIY family.
And so I did. That I'll never dance on the hood of Whitesnake's car. People are selfish as hell, but they act like they're saints.
Life definitely isn't fair.
Life isn't fair and no one gives a fuck.
Haters gone hate, unfortunately.
I am my only friend that I can 100% depend on always.
Not everyone will be happy for you, including close family. Keep your life as private as possible.
My GF only cares about what I can do for her and I'm trapped here until I clear my CR.
They actually can fire all of you. It's called shutting down and outsourcing a department. No one cares.
You will feel much more fulfilled and happy from being a decent human being than from pursuing objective indicators of success and material wealth. No matter how hard you try, no matter how much you love, when your spouse gives up, it's over.
You can do everything right and still lose.
There are very few people you can truly trust.
That the world is full of shitty people living in a self-serving delusion. Being kind will make your life harder, not easier.
You can't rely on other people's kindness to not take advantage of your weaknesses. There's always going to be people who like having power over you.
That I'm an adult now with bills and responsibilities and no one can help me and I'll never
escape being just above the poverty level.
Not everyone has the same heart as you.
Everybody knows that they are growing older.
Not everybody realizes that their parents are also growing old.
The universe has no meaning and is pretty much just a chaotic mess.
You You can't explain the truth to someone if their livelihood depends on believing a lie. My toast will always land, butter side down. I'm an addict.
Look after yourself, first and foremost. You are your first priority, not any one person or thing.
We're in for some dark times ahead. That the only thing I can control is how I respond to things beyond my control. I'm the reason I have not found success. That the cake was a lie. People or companies that demand loyalty will never return it. People, in general, are not inherently good. I was very idealistic for far too long in this regard. When celebrity give the advice of everything is possible, you just have to try, believe.
Those are the ones who got lucky and successful. 99% of people who take chances get unlucky.
Life isn't fair. Once people get that concept into their heads, then life gets easier.
You can't save everyone, no matter how hard you try.
The world is not how it is in movies, and it is a very cruel place. That pit, named the depths of stupidity, is bottomless. Not all real-life love stories have a happily ever after.
It doesn't matter how much logic you use, idiots will never see reason.
If you have money,
fame, or both, you can get away with crime. Meanwhile, everyday people are still in fucking prison for pot. Being family does not mean you should put up with their abuse. In 100 years no one will know we existed. Some people just aren't worth your time. That someone will ask this question on Reddit every 3 weeks.
Karma doesn't exist. To paraphrase Oscar Wilde, for subjective and superficial nonconformity society ** whip you with its displeasure.
Something can always go wrong. Even with no ill intentions, you can still hurt those close to you.
Don't forget to share, like and subscribe for more content.